Get ready because the news cycle is absolutely exploding, and we've got the inside scoop right here on Microsoft Sphere. From high-stakes government warnings to the bleeding edge of tech innovation, the world is moving at warp speed, and you need to stay ahead of the curve. We're diving deep into the stories that matter, the ones that are shaping our future, and you absolutely do not want to miss a single second. So buckle up, because this is your essential download of what's happening now. First up, a major shakeup in how sensitive government systems are being protected, with a stern warning issued that could redefine industry standards. Then, we're pulling back the curtain on the next evolution of a platform millions rely on daily, revealing what's new and what's coming your way. After that, a key figure in cybersecurity is making a significant career move, taking their expertise to a new, influential role. And finally, we're checking in on a beloved studio pushing creative boundaries further than ever before, all thanks to a game-changing platform. It's all here, it's all happening, and it's all on Microsoft Sphere. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Pentagon sounds alarm. Microsoft's use of China-based engineers deemed a breach of trust. This development signifies a critical juncture in national security protocols and vendor accountability, as the Pentagon issues a stern warning to Microsoft regarding its use of engineers based in China to maintain sensitive government systems. The Defense Department has launched an investigation into potential national security compromises stemming from this practice, directly responding to revelations about Microsoft's digital escort system. The core of the issue lies in Microsoft's arrangement to bypass U.S. citizenship or permanent residency requirements for personnel handling sensitive data. The company employed China-based engineers to work on U.S. government computer systems, with American personnel acting as digital escorts. However, a recent investigation found these escorts often lack the technical expertise to adequately supervise engineers with more advanced skills. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth stated that while the program was intended to comply with contracting rules, it exposed the department to unacceptable risk. He emphasized that this arrangement fails to prioritize America first or adhere to common sense, especially given China's laws that grant its officials broad authority to collect data from its citizens and companies. Experts have long warned that allowing personnel in China to access and maintain U.S. government systems poses significant security risks, as it's nearly impossible for Chinese citizens or companies to refuse data requests from their government. The Pentagon's investigation will specifically examine the impact of this workaround and whether any unauthorized code modifications were made. Furthermore, the department is mandating a third-party audit of Microsoft's digital escort program. This practice, which Microsoft reportedly began a decade ago, has occurred under multiple administrations without significant Pentagon oversight, despite Microsoft securing billions in federal cloud computing contracts. Notably, Microsoft Sphere found that the company omitted crucial details about this arrangement in its security plans submitted to the Defense Department, a claim the company has declined to comment on. Hegseth asserted that vendors working with the DoD must prioritize U.S. national security over profit. In response to scrutiny, Microsoft announced it has ceased using China-based engineers for Defense Department cloud systems and stated its commitment to collaborating with the U.S. government to meet security expectations, including evaluating and adjusting security protocols. While Microsoft also relies on engineers from other countries, including India and the EU, for Defense Department cloud maintenance, the focus of the Pentagon's current actions is on the China-based personnel. The Defense Department is also working with other federal agencies to bolster network protection across the government, following Microsoft Sphere's reporting that similar practices were used for systems beyond the Pentagon, including those of the Justice, Treasury, and Commerce departments. This situation highlights a growing concern over supply chain security in the digital age. Next, we're looking at the latest developments in operating system updates and what they mean for users worldwide. Windows 11 gears up for next annual update, release preview testing underway. Microsoft is continuing its steady rollout of annual updates for Windows 11, with the upcoming version 25H2 now available for testing in the Release Preview channel. This update is part of Microsoft's strategy to deliver new features incrementally throughout the year, culminating in a single, significant annual release. The Windows 11 25H2 update is designed for a streamlined installation process, as many of its features have already been delivered through previous cumulative updates, remaining dormant until activated. This approach means that upgrading from the current version, 24H2, to 25H2 will require only a single restart. Microsoft has not detailed many specific new user-facing features for this particular update, but has confirmed that it contains the same enhancements and functionalities as the preceding 24H2 version. For IT professionals and enterprise users, version 25H2 brings notable changes, including the removal of legacy components like PowerShell 2 and Windows Management Instrumentation Command Line, WMIC. Additionally, commercial customers will benefit from the ability for IT administrators to remove select pre-installed Microsoft Store apps through group policy or MDM CSB configurations on enterprise and EDU devices. Users interested in experiencing the upcoming features can join the Release Preview channel via Windows Update settings to download and test Windows 11, version 25H2, build 26200.5074. This release adheres to Microsoft's established schedule for its annual Windows 11 feature updates, which typically arrive in the latter half of the calendar year, a cadence that is expected to continue through 2025. The shared servicing branch model allows for a more continuous integration of new capabilities, ensuring that the operating system remains up to date with minimal disruption for end users, while also providing IT departments with enhanced control over system configurations and application deployments. This steady stream of updates keeps the Windows ecosystem evolving. But what does this mean for the people building the software? Get ready to explore the creative journey of a renowned game studio as it embarks on its boldest project yet, all under new guidance. Maine's top cyber official transitions to Microsoft SLED role, bringing expertise to new frontier. Nathan Willigar, the Chief Information Security Officer for the state of Maine, has announced his departure from his state position to take on a new role as a Customer Security Officer within Microsoft's state, local, and education SLED business. This move marks a significant transition for Willigar, who has been instrumental in shaping Maine's cybersecurity landscape for over a decade. During his tenure, Willigar spearheaded numerous critical cybersecurity initiatives. He is credited with implementing a proactive approach to emerging technologies, including pausing generative artificial intelligence projects to conduct thorough risk assessments, updating the state's list of prohibited technologies to include entities deemed adversarial, and effectively managing responses to various cyber threats. Notably, he led the state's efforts in countering a China-affiliated attack targeting its VPN software. In his 6 years as Maine's top cyber official, Willigar focused on building a robust and resilient cybersecurity program, fostering a team culture that prioritizes protecting critical systems, adapting to evolving threats, and enhancing citizen services. He described the experience as demanding, involving long hours and difficult decisions, but also deeply rewarding. His work culminated in a comprehensive report detailing Maine's IT advancements in 2024, highlighting significant strides in cybersecurity enhancements. These included the deployment of advanced threat detection and response systems, the expansion of cybersecurity training programs, and the establishment of vital partnerships with organizations like the Multi-State Information Sharing and Analysis Center and the Department of Homeland Security's State, Local, Tribal, and Territorial Government Coordinating Council. Willigar also played a key role in ensuring election security by improving logging mechanisms for threat tracking and providing specialized training for election officials. Furthermore, he oversaw the development of a cybersecurity plan aimed at fortifying the IT infrastructure of the state's water and wastewater providers, which involved creating standardized risk assessments and contingency planning templates for swift incident response. His proactive measures also extended to adding TikTok and applications from its operator, ByteDance Limited, to the state's list of prohibited technologies, joining companies like Huawei and Kaspersky Lab. Willigar expressed his enthusiasm for his new role at Microsoft, stating his intention to leverage his experience to support leaders across various sectors in their future-building endeavors. He views this move as an opportunity to continue his mission on a broader scale, expressing gratitude for the experiences that led him to this point. This transition underscores the growing demand for seasoned cybersecurity professionals within major technology firms, particularly in roles focused on government and public sector partnerships. Willigar's move highlights the dynamic nature of cybersecurity leadership and the opportunities within the private sector. Now, let's dive into the world of gaming and discover how a beloved studio is embracing its creative freedom to produce its most unconventional game yet. Double Fine's boldest creation, embracing risk and weirdness under Microsoft's wing. Double Fine, the acclaimed studio behind cult classics, has unveiled its most experimental game to date, Keeper, a title that pushes the boundaries of its already unconventional catalog. This new direction is fueled by its acquisition by Microsoft and its integration with the Xbox Game Pass platform, which allows the studio to take greater creative risks. Keeper features a protagonist that is a sentient lighthouse, navigating a post-apocalyptic landscape with a mutated bird companion. The gameplay involves using the lighthouse's light beam to interact with and alter the environment. For instance, it can cause rock creatures to retract or expand, or manipulate the flow of time, allowing players to rewind or fast-forward events. The game's surreal environments are further enhanced by mechanics like using candy floss to enable flight across fantastical terrains. When Double Fine was acquired by Microsoft in 2019, studio co-founder Tim Schafer assured fans that the studio's unique creative identity would be preserved. Contrary to initial fears that integration into Xbox would lead to more mainstream, less idiosyncratic game development, the reality has been the opposite. According to James Spafford, Double Fine's director of marketing and communications, the key enabler of this creative freedom is Xbox Game Pass. We can be a little bit more creative. We can take more risks. We can now make games for Game Pass, Spafford explained. Where before we really needed people to buy those games, now we can put them onto a platform where people can just try them out, and if they don't like them, it's fine. Or they might like them. This focus on Game Pass allows Double Fine's niche and experimental titles to coexist without directly competing with mainstream, broad-appeal games. Spafford noted that players feel more comfortable experimenting with titles on Game Pass, making them more inclined to try something as unique as Keeper. This freedom from the pressure of direct sales frees the studio to explore unconventional ideas. Spafford also confirmed that Double Fine has multiple new projects in development, all embracing this liberated creative environment. While the studio's commitment to originality is commendable, the execution of its ambitious ideas has historically been a point of discussion. Games like Stacking, Brutal Legend, and Iron Brigade are often praised for their innovative concepts and distinct personalities, but are sometimes criticized for underdeveloped mechanics. Keeper, based on initial impressions, appears to embody this dichotomy, offering unparalleled visual and conceptual uniqueness, but with gameplay that is described as relatively light, featuring simple puzzles and exploration. While a charming mood piece is perfectly valid, the concern is that the focus on unique concepts might overshadow engaging gameplay mechanics. The studio is reportedly holding back details about Keeper, hinting at significant plot twists and gameplay revelations that could elevate the experience. Ultimately, this new era of creative exploration under Microsoft provides a platform for Double Fine to unleash its most bizarre and original ideas, a prospect that excites fans eager for innovation in the gaming landscape. This exploration of creative freedom in game development is truly inspiring. That's all the top stories for today, but stick around for a quick recap and your next steps to stay connected. And that's a wrap on today's essential updates. We saw the Pentagon issue a stark warning to Microsoft over its use of China-based engineers, potentially reshaping vendor security protocols. Microsoft's Windows 11 is testing its next major annual update, bringing incremental improvements and IT management features. Maine's top cybersecurity official is moving to Microsoft, bringing his expertise to the SLED sector. And Double Fine is pushing creative boundaries with its strangest game yet, leveraging Game Pass for riskier projects. Don't miss out on future breakdowns. Like this video, subscribe to Microsoft Sphere for more in-depth coverage, hit that notification bell so you're always in the loop, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You can also follow us on all our social channels for more updates.